We have so many exciting things happening in our state, and so much of that begins with the vibrant business community in Las Vegas. My administration and I look forward to partnering with you in coming months as we work to bring economic growth and opportunity to Nevada. I believe that by working together, we can unleash unlimited potential for our state over the next several years. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Welcome to this edition of Like Nobody's Business. I'm Mary Beth Seawald. Preview Las Vegas took place in January at the Las Vegas Convention Center West Hall with a lot of dynamic speakers. Welcome to this Preview Las Vegas 2023 recap episode.
And our next speaker is bringing a new perspective to entertainment venues. I'm talking, of course, about the MSG Sphere. As president, Lucas Watson leads the strategy and execution of all business aspects of the MSG Sphere, which will combine cutting-edge technology with multisensory storytelling to deliver immersive experiences at an unprecedented scale. Here in his first appearance in front of the Las Vegas business community, please welcome to the preview stage, Lucas Watson, president of the MSG Sphere.
Do you remember the greatest concert you ever attended? For me, it was Lollapalooza at Great Woods in Massachusetts in 1992. I was 21 years old, and to see the Chili Peppers and Pearl Jam and Stone Temple Pilots and the Smashing Pumpkins just made me feel incredibly alive. You could feel the raw primal energy in every bone of your body. As Flea and the Chili Peppers had fire shooting out of their helmets, we were dancing around bonfires on the lawn without a care in the world. I still remember that feeling to this very day, 30 years later. And while it's not 1992 anymore, and many of us aren't 21, wouldn't you love to just feel that feeling of energy again? Isn't that the magic of live, shared experience? And while the days of paper tickets and $2 parking are long gone, live entertainment hasn't changed as much as other areas of our lives. We still go see bands in stadiums, largely built for sports, and we still watch movies primarily on 16:9 screens. Today, I'm excited to share with you our vision for the MSG Sphere. Our first venue, the MSG Sphere at the Venetian, will open right here in Las Vegas this fall. We want visitors in the local community to feel the impact of the Sphere with the same energy and excitement that the kids dancing around the bonfire in Lollapalooza had in 1992. Our mission is to introduce an entirely new medium that will unlock shared experiences that people never dreamed possible. The Sphere will offer immersive entertainment that will build human connection and transport guests to new worlds. We're working with world-class artists and creators and marquee events to bring this to life. We think you'll feel the impact from the moment we open. Fans will be buzzing, and the community will be proud, and the economic lift to Las Vegas will be real. We hope to make Las Vegas the birthplace of a new medium that changes lives of entertainment forever. When the MSG Sphere at the Venetian launches in the second half of this year, you're going to feel it in ways you never considered. We started with a clean sheet of paper and asked, how can we reimagine entertainment if we had all the best that technology could offer? Rather than listen to me speak about it, video can only start to do it justice. So let's take a look at a video.
In the last decade, our culture has undergone a seismic shift. Connectivity has dramatically increased communication, but pushed us further away from true emotional connection. That's why we're building a new entertainment experience, one powered by cutting-edge technology, but firmly rooted in the belief that human beings crave togetherness. It's time for MSG Sphere, an intelligent venue inspiring artists and technologists to create experiences that were never imagined, let alone seen and felt. A showplace where technology, culture, and society converge for original attractions that take us to new depths, dazzling performances that awaken our soul, and extraordinary events where industry leaders can unveil products in sensational ways. MSG Sphere is anchored by the largest and highest resolution LED display on Earth that wraps up, over, and behind the audience. 164,000 speakers power our world-class audio system and deploy beamforming technology. And a new architecture for connectivity delivers 25 megabits per second, Our goal is to convince audiences that they are not just sitting in a venue in Las Vegas. Rather, they've been transported to Antarctica or deep in the Amazon rainforest. Guests will be captivated as things that once seemed impossible to experience become possible. The future of entertainment is coming to life at MSG Sphere.
We designed the Sphere to be a new medium that advances culture and the arts. To enable this, our teams have designed new-to-the-world technologies for live entertainment. Our design intent is to transport audiences to places real and imagined, as if they're there for the very first time in an incredibly realistic way. Inside the Sphere, audiences are going to be amazed by the first 16K LED screen on Earth. This screen will have the world's highest resolution that is orders of magnitude sharper than anything you can experience today. 3 football fields of LED screen will wrap up, over, and around the audience to create this sensation of immersion. It's really going to be incredible. In addition to the screen, the audience is going to be greeted with Sphere immersive sound. 164,300 channels, that's like 8 channels for every person in the building, of beamforming technology and audio. It will be headset sound without the headset for every seat in the house. It truly is incredible. And when I said you can feel it, you may have thought it was a figure of speech, but there will be 10,000 haptic seats that will make you feel the experience in your bones. Whether it's the launch of the rocket ship or the punch of a boxer's glove, you'll literally feel like you're in the spacecraft or in the ring. And in addition to sight, sound, and vibrating seats, Sphere is designed to touch and inspire all of your senses. Sphere can deliver wind to the audience that will blow their hair back. And if we take you to a forest like the one that you see in this photo, we'll be able to deliver scent and temperature that will feel exactly like a damp glen. Creators will be able to take audiences on journeys that are so realistic that fans will start to question their reality. We're excited to give this disruptive toolbox of technology to the world's greatest creators and innovators. We expect them to create shared human experience that will have fans and social media buzzing about Las Vegas and this new wonder of the world that you must feel to believe. In addition to fans feeling the experience of the MSG Sphere at the Venetian, we think the Las Vegas community is going to feel the impact as well. Our venue is innovative and disruptive in every way. The Sphere at the Venetian will operate close to 365 days a year, often with 2 or 3 events per day. There are no dark days at the Sphere, and as a result, we will entertain and delight more than twice as many fans as typical large venues and arenas. Because of this, we expect to attract and drive up to 1 million incremental fans to Las Vegas, and this should be a positive force for the local economy. Thanks for your time today, and we hope you're as excited for the Sphere as we are. We really appreciate the welcome. Thank you.
As humans, we're visual creatures. In fact, American adults spend nearly 6 hours each day watching video, and we're evolving and expanding across screens. Whether we're surfing the web at work, streaming our favorite show in a waiting room, or watching the game live at home, Cox Media's digital video solutions can deliver your business's message to consumers in a way that creates a meaningful connection and drives them to take action. Grow your business. Call Cox Media today.
There we go. It's time to cross the finish line. We're excited to welcome to the Preview Las Vegas stage 2 people who are lifting the Vegas stage to an even higher international level. But before I introduce them, please take a moment to watch this video.
On Judgment Day.
Formula 1 is the pinnacle of motorsport.
I won't fade away.
Speed is insane compared to any other car in the world.
I'll be pushing on.
Lights out, away we go. It's all about maximum attack.
Unbelievable stuff.
The adrenaline I get, I don't get it anywhere else.
It's a marriage of man and machine.
It's like a poetry and a ballet all together.
It's unlike anything else.
The gaps between teams are going to be smaller.
A lot closer racing.
I touched, so that's a big crash.
You either bite or you get beaten.
You cannot be too kind with anyone.
This race is going to be the best race of all time.
This is such an amazing atmosphere.
The fans are just so passionate.
The sound, the speed. Family, fun, superstars, energy. We doing it big.
You can feel the adrenaline, the excitement.
This is Formula One.
1. The best tracks in the world. 21 different countries.
It's about what we leave behind, how we can have less of an impact but still have a great, great sport.
Racing is what I'm born for.
That is absolutely incredible stuff.
You know, it's all about winning.
Yes!
Formula One, you never want to miss it.
It's unbelievable.
Yes! Oh my God!
There's nothing like it on a planet.
What makes it exciting? Anything is possible.
Okay, yes. You can clap for that. I think we're all ready right now. It is my pleasure to welcome Las Vegas Grand Prix CEO Renee Wilm and the CEO of the Formula One Group, Stefano Domenicali. Please welcome them to the stage.
The US is a huge part of our future. If you think back, not that long ago, there were questions about whether F1 had short-term place in US and if we would ever have a race. Now, we have 3 races, all unique and special, and a boom in the US that F1 has never seen before. In the past, we have had many races in US across our history, including one here in the car park of Caesar Palace in the 80s. But F1 had an arrogance that the fans in the US would always be there and come back. That has changed now. We no longer rest easy and expect fans to return. We engage with them, provide them content and access in the way they want. And we try to understand and be respectful of different culture. Now, we are pushing to be always present throughout the races, digital content, new types of media, and of course, through great programming such as Netflix and ESPN. The American fans know sports better than any, and our approach is to bring F1 to them in a new way that caters for different needs, both at events and throughout wider output. We have seen the benefits of this new approach already with the fan base in the US surging and engaged with F1 growing in the US years on years. This is a golden moment for F1, and it has been made possible by the vision and work of Liberty Media through Greg Maffei and my predecessor, Chase Carey. It is a great responsibility for me to take this incredible sport forward, and the US is at the heart of our strategy. We are all focused on the issue that matter to all of us, sustainability and diversity. We can continue to be an incredible global sport, but we want also to be a positive contributor to the change. This is why in 2030, Formula One will be net zero carbon. And in 2026, all of our cars will be 100% sustainable fueled, and innovation can have a huge multiplier effect for the car industry. It is also why F1 taken action to improve diversity across our own business and the sport, through funding 50 scholarships for the unrepresented student and announcing our new F1 Academy for female drivers to begin their journey to the top of our sport. We believe that our focus on making the racing more exciting, be more reflected on the world we live in, and improving events and access for fans will combine to make F1 stronger in the future. Of course, the fan is hugely important in our approach, but so are the communities that host us and welcome us every year. We want to ensure year-long friendship and partnership that grow and flourish. We want to be engaging with you and all to build this event into something we all feel proud of. The Las Vegas Grand Prix is a new model for us. We are here the promoter, and we are proud of that. This is unlike other races where the promoters pay us for the right to host a race, sells the tickets and deliver the event. While those models work well in many places, the decision for us to approach this differently is a demonstration of our commitment, but also the great opportunity we all see for this event. You can see the commitment to the investment and buildings of the paddock area that I'm very impressed to see if coming together at full speed. We want to ensure that space is used throughout the year, not just for a race of Formula 1. So we want to give a permanent presence here and build our affiliation with everyone who lives and visits Las Vegas. It is going to be an iconic event. When the best drivers in the world, in the fastest car races through this incredible location, past landmarks knows around the world. It is a perfect marriage of our sport, entertainment, passion and excitement in the place known as the entertainment capital of the world. It is also going to be unique in that it is the only Saturday race in our calendar, as we all believe this gives the maximum benefit for every stakeholder and partners. It is going to be the biggest event of the year, and we are proud to be working with everyone involved who has shown a devotion and commitment to our vision. We have 10 months to go. F1 is committed to Las Vegas, and we're all looking forward to have a long future together.
So as Stefano mentioned, F1 has been a significant growth in interest in the United States year over year. And that was truly our goal when we acquired the sport. We understood the magic of the sport and the legacy, but what was missing was that US focus and really opening the sport up to social media. So as much as we love Netflix and what it has done for the sport, when we opened up the drivers and the principals to becoming part of the social media outlet, to connecting with the fans on a new level, it completely changed the demographics of our fan base. As Stefano said, we've gotten younger and we've gotten more female, and that's something we are incredibly proud of. So what are we doing here in the US? Well, with the popularity of the Austin race, the success of Miami, we recognized the opportunities to expand, and Las Vegas was top of the list for many, many years. The city now has a proven track record of attracting sports fans from around the world, consistently filling up arenas and stadiums week after week. There was no question in our mind that Las Vegas was the place to bring Formula One and to do it in a way that had never been done before through a self-promoted event, a partnership with F1 and Liberty Media. In addition to expanding our presence in the US, our goals are fairly simple, not too simple to execute, but simple to explain. Establish Las Vegas as the home of Formula One in North America. We have plans to activate our paddock building all year round with unique events, exhibitions, and more. And our second goal is to deliver the best live experience in the world. And I believe that there is no other city that can create the spectacle quite like Las Vegas. The city has the perfect infrastructure to host an event of this magnitude. Between the hospitality, entertainment, talent, we've seen you all do it with such large events as CES, SEMA, and many more. And we know this is going to be an incredible success. A little bit about our partners. A little over a year ago, we came to Las Vegas, and once I was able to get Stefano and others into the country due to the COVID exemptions, and we started meeting in earnest with LVCVA, local government officials, and our local partners. That it was only a little over a year ago it blows my mind, quite honestly, what we have accomplished in a year and a half. And that could not have happened without the commitment and the hard work of everyone locally who we have been so fortunate to work with. We were able to showcase our vision for F1 to our local partners. And Steve Hill and the LVCVA were very early supporters. Their collaboration and vision have helped us tremendously to continue along this way, and quite honestly, to help me deal with some of the speed bumps along the way. Additionally, this race would not be possible without the support and buy-in of our founding partners, Caesars Entertainment, MGM Resorts International, and Wynn Las Vegas. We have begun procurement across both race and event operations, and we have been engaging local businesses such as the Penta Building Group, Miller Project Management, and all of the many small business subcontractors who are helping to create this incredible event. One of the first commitments we made to the community was joining the President's Club at the Vegas Chamber, which allows us to engage with the local business community, learn best practices from our peers. On the topic of community, we are so happy to becoming a fiber of this community and to be giving back in many ways. Unlike the Olympics, the World Cup, and other major one-time sporting events, we are putting together a citywide event that is intended to be here long-term. We want to make our mark in the local community. Before we sold a single ticket, we set an initial goal of providing over 1 million meals to those in need, and we are proud to say we surpassed that goal within 24 hours. As a result of our pre-registration donation campaign, our foundation raised over $700,000, and 100% of those funds are going to established local organizations that address food insecurity. In addition to hunger relief, STEM education and sustainability are key areas of focus for us. We will continue to work with organizations in the city that support our mission to improve lives in the local community and to leave a positive legacy in Southern Nevada.
Stefano, you know, the face of professional sports has taken on a new meaning for us here in Las Vegas. How would you say that Formula One will be different?
Well, first of all, I think it's on our side to show who we are. We are building up our new face. We are a sport that was born in Europe, but we are a worldwide sport that needs to remember what we did wrong when we were coming here many years ago in the US, not respecting the fans, not respecting the need of being here with the different narratives to explain who we are. And I think that we learned that, and now it's the reason why in such a short time we were able to be so strong here, moving to almost no Grand Prix, to 3 Grand Prix this year, having huge events in Austin, Miami, and for sure here in Vegas will be even better. So I think that is really on our side to keep promoting the sport in the right way. The world has different sensitivities, and it's up to us to capture, to present us with the DNA of our sport, but with the fact we know that we are a different entertainment platform, that we need to create action on the track with the right technology, with the right drivers, with the right program that, as Renee was just saying before, will provide something unique to entertain the big fans that will arrive here for that days. And they will use, the F1 then to know what Vegas will offer to them. So it's an incredible opportunity to bring international fans in this place. And this is something that we are so pleased to see. And I've just landed last night, and we just the first talks to see the plan and moving ahead. And as Renee was saying, we're going to be a spectacular event with all the connectivity part of it in order to help the fans to understand us. We have a duty. We have a duty of explaining to the fans what we want to propose. We have the duty to keep the fan at the center in terms of excitement, in terms of passion, in terms also to deliver the other side of what we are today. Not only an entertainment, but through the entertainment we are bringing to the fans, we are talking serious about the project with diversity, sustainability, with inclusion. So we take that very, very seriously.
Well, and the other part of the excitement that we have here in Las Vegas is the trickle-down effect that will certainly occur in terms of our smaller businesses in town as well. And so, Renee, the small businesses are the lifeblood of our community here. So how would you say that small businesses in Southern Nevada or even across the whole state might be able to also get involved with Formula One? Absolutely.
So, and that's part of our community outreach, is not only do we have our donation campaign, but we are also very much focused on bringing those small businesses. As I mentioned, Terry Miller is our project manager. He works very closely with Penter on the design. And we are looking to bring in all of those small businesses as our subcontractors. They are the lifeline of the economic community, and they are going to be the lifeblood of our construction project. That's just on the building, on the construction side. And then you look at on the event operations, we are working very closely with local businesses, also on the event side. So when you look at building out the grandstands, building out the hospitality suites, the fit and finish, where are we sourcing, where are we procuring? We are very much focused on doing that on a local level.
That's good to hear, because our members, our smallest members, call us all the time asking how they can get involved. So we'll be very much in touch.
And that's one of the reasons we did want to partner with you and your organization.
Absolutely.
And if I may add on that, I would say that's really the heart of what we're doing with all the community we're going, with all the city we're visiting. Renee, in her presentation, just saw one important figure: 9,000 people working around the event. And these are people that will benefit for what we're bringing for months on the preparation, and then, it's just at the start of a new journey. As you see in Liberty and us take it very seriously. That investment is not peanuts. It's something that needs to dedicate resources, energy, investment, people working together. So we have great ideas for the future. We want to have, F1 flag here in Vegas for a lot of things that will happen, not only for the racing weekend, because this is just the pinnacle of what we are doing, but you will see a lot of action. F1 is very famous around the world to be action, speed, full excitement, and we take that responsibility also here in Vegas.
Let's change gears just for a second, pun intended. Let's get personal for just a moment. Some of of our friends in the audience here may not be quite as familiar with Formula One. Tell us a little about why you personally fell in love with Formula One racing and why you believe we will.
Well, actually, I was born in Imola. It's like for, I don't know, a guy was born in Vegas not to gamble. It's very difficult. I mean, in Imola there is a track. My wife is from Monza, that is another track. My personal life was always involved in racing because I've been for 23 years in Ferrari. I think it's a brand that everyone knows. Then I had 2 years in Audi Group, then 5 years as a CEO of Lamborghini, and then moved in Formula One. So as you can imagine, for me to say what is Formula One is part of my life, is part of something that you have in the blood. Has been always something that gives me, the emotion from one side to live events with being active since I was at college, and then after university, been, as I said, involved in this industry. And I'm sure that it will be captured by the intensity of a sport. There will be people that will love the specific action on the track. People will love the technology associated to Formula One. People who will love the action related to what is out of the track in the paddock. And the beauty that everyone is saying now is F1 is the place to be. No matter who you are, they want to be all associated with us. This is great responsibility for us to provide something unique, but also gives you the perspective on what we are building up all around the world. Don't forget, and I'm just sharing that with you, that we are traveling all around the world every week, all around the world. We move thousands of people involved in our business. The supply chain of the F1 world is huge and is providing a push to the technology. We're just talking about sustainable fuel. We are totally believer in that will be one of the reasons that the mobility of the world will keep the sustainability at the center without, doing something different, exploiting the maximum out of this technology through the push that Formula One gives. So really, I just can share my passion. I'm really looking forward to see the same kind of attraction to our sport in the next months together. This will be the first year, but we have long-term plan to stay here for a long time, so the excitement can only grow.
Once again, Renee Wilm, Stefano Domenicali, thank you so much on behalf of all of us at the Vegas Chamber and our entire community. Thank you so much for coming to Las Vegas.
Thank you so much.
We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we hope to see you at Preview Las Vegas in 2024. Thank you for watching this edition of Like Nobody's Business. I'm Mary Beth Seawald.